YouTube with the movie. This your boy Simpson Road. Simpson Road Posse for life back at you. I'm here today to talk about adverse claims upon the 8-105 of the UCC. And it reads, A person has notice of an adverse claim if 1. The person knows of the adverse claim. 2. The person is aware of facts sufficient to indicate that there is a significant probability that the adverse claim exists and deliberately avoids information that would establish the existence of the adverse claim. Or 3. The person has a duty imposed by statute or regulation to investigate whether an adverse claim exists, and the investigation so required would establish the existence of the adverse claim. B. Having knowledge that a financial asset or interest therein is or has been transferred by a representative imposes no duty of inquiry into the rightfulness of a transaction and is not notice of an adverse claim. However, a person who knows that a representative has transferred a financial asset or interest therein in a transaction that is, or who proceeds are having, turn the page, used for the individual benefit of the representative or otherwise in breach of duty has notice of an adverse claim. Now, that's about it. Y'all can go and read the rest. It's more. But I try to keep these videos short because I want my viewers to go and let's see what Simpson Road talking about and go and do for yourself. You can listen to people all day, but there's nothing like getting in there and really reading it yourself. So all these car loans and mortgages and all that, them folks call, hey, Simpson Road, you're behind on this and that, and we need to cut the shit. I know my adverse claim now. I know it exists. And I know what's going on. I ain't trying to get nobody locked up today. Listen, I know it's fraud in the factum, fraud in the inducement, and fraudulent concealment that's going on here. I want my proceeds to these transactions. Cut the check. Cut the check. I want my check. So that's it. Don't play with these people. Get what's yours. You have an adverse claim to these securities. They call it a loan, but what did they loan you? If they didn't loan you no money, then they shouldn't get nothing back. And credit is not sufficient enough to for a contract. You know what I mean? They can't lock you in like that. It's credit. You can create credit out of thin air. So just know of your claims. All the stuff that you're signing, those are your rights. Those are your claims. Those are your instruments. Those are your assets, not theirs. But they try to go behind your back and do a 1099-C and 1099 acquisition and abandonment. That's what they be doing behind your back. So you got to get them too. Send that W-9 over there to them. Get their EIN numbers. Get them EIN, employer identification numbers, and assess the taxes. Notify the proper authorities. Hey, this is what's going on. These people over here continuously trying to rob me. Go after the proceeds, people. That's what you want to do. For entertainment and educational purposes only, you got to get what's yours. Go for it. So I just want to leave you with that. This was short. Go read it. I'm going to put it out there. We're going to continuously do these codes, man, because that's what it's about. Sorry about that. But yeah, you want to, just stay prayed up, stay geared up. This is the warfare, and we're on the front lines out here. We got to educate each other. You got to educate yourself, brothers and sisters. You have to. If you don't, it's over with. You might as well live in the shack, but we're not trying to do that around here. We're trying to, think big, man. Think big always, no matter what comes your way. It's only temporary. But once you get it up here, you got it. And continuously go for it. Go for the goal. I'm out, and I appreciate y'all. Love and respect. I'm out.